What's going on, guys? We're back. We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy to get this review out. We freaking hit. Now, are you guys gonna call this a sneaker of the year? Like, what's the deal? I mean, we pretty much just had these pretty recently, so I don't know where to start, man. But happy to be here. Who we got in the building? What's going on? What is up? We got Dark Metal. Hey, what's going on? We got Real Gaming 94 in the building. What's up? New York Dad, how are you doing? What's going on? What is going on? Christian 2K, Zach Estrada in the building. What's going on, guys? Appreciate all you guys. We got Jewel Love Sneakers in the building as well. Then DZ, what's going on? Appreciate you guys. I know there's a lot of hype regarding the sneaker. Now, these weren't easy to hit. As you guys know, I did not hit online whatsoever. We full sent it in as many skate shops as humanly possible. So I got them over here. It's a beautiful box. I'm really excited to be showing this to you guys. So we're going to get into the review momentarily, okay? I want to keep it, I don't know. I just want to keep it as straightforward as possible. And we will be skating these. I think that's why it would have felt really weird for me if I didn't acquire these. Because, like, long-time skateboarder, over 20 years skateboarding. Like, this was kind of like a must. Like, this was kind of like a must-cop for me. And these weren't easy. You guys know it. Sneakers only had, 41,000 pairs. Skate shops was, I don't really know stock numbers. I was kind of hesitant to ask. We did end up hitting a deluxe, so shout out to deluxe. I do want to share with you guys my dub. So yeah, we pretty much freaking hit. Let me share that with you. So bang, right over there. Congratulations, your raffle ticket has been selected. And what's crazy about this dub was I was down bad that day. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like I thought it was kind of like I don't know, I was kind of close to playing resale at that point, or it's just like looking at the resale prices, and it was anywhere from like 400 to like 430, and I just like couldn't justify pulling the trigger. Look at the time. If you look at the time that I hit, 8:28 p.m. I was like literally like I was just like I was shocked. I was like, there's no way, because I legit have no idea how many entries they got, but they were mentioning to me that this sneaker release really attracted a lot of people that just weren't regulars there, just people from all walks of life. So it was very, very interesting for them to notice that. They were just like, wow, like this sneaker really kind of got a lot of people out of the woodwork. I may not know the amount of entries that they had at Deluxe, but I told you guys I signed up at Atlas as well, and they had the amount of entries on Friday, okay? Friday alone. I don't even know how many they had on Saturday and Sunday, because the contest ended on Sunday. It was just a stack of papers, probably anywhere maybe close to like over 100 entries on Friday, from what is it, Thursday and Friday alone. So there's a lot of people entering for these. But we're super thankful, super thankful. I haven't even seen them yet. I haven't opened the box, so we're going to be doing the unboxing momentarily, but I am very excited about these. Now, I do want to do a comparison with this. I don't want to just kind of like skate them and then just kind of like, one and done. I kind of want to compare it. I do plan on skating. I do plan on skating one of these military force to kind of give it a, to really kind of put these to the test and compare what are my initial thoughts as a skateboarder skating this compared to these pine greens, okay? So that I can really kind of feel the difference. And, that's one of the video ideas I do happen to have. So I do plan on getting, yes, it's a huge W for sure. So shout out to all you guys, you guys supporting the channel. So we're going to get to the unboxing, obviously, okay? So super excited about these. Now, I know there's a lot of questions. Do I get them now? Do I wait a little bit? I would wait a little bit. If you're like, for sure that you're like, this is like, and I do think as a sneakerhead, like this is a must-have for this year. This is definitely in the top 5 for me. I'm going to call it for sure. This, alongside the Reimagines, are definitely going to be in my top 5. Like based on what we know right now. I know it's still a little early in the year, but based on what we know right now, this is definitely, a lot of people are already calling this sneaker of the year, okay? I think there's definitely some friction to get on top, especially with the Reimagines, right? But yeah, so I'm just hyped. I'm hyped. I know you guys are too. So we're going to get to the unboxing. I know you guys have probably seen a lot of videos, as every single content creator and their dad and their mom are putting out, content on this, because there's a lot of demand. There is a lot of demand based on the amount of people that got entries. I have no idea what the stock was at Deluxe. Zero inkling. I kind of wanted to ask, but I also, because I only had one entry out of that. How many people entered at that shop? When I entered, I believe I went there on I went there either on a Thursday. I went there on a Thursday, and when I put my entry in, they were just like, "Wow, like we've been really busy today. Like just the foot traffic's been kind of like crazy." And it comes at no surprise for these, obviously. Um, switch to mod. Sorry, I'm if I missed any of the comments, my apologies. But shout out to the 10 in the building, guys. If you kindly do me a little favor, smash that like button. Definitely opens up the algo to get more people in the building, as there is definitely a lot of hype behind it regarding the sneaker. Okay, I mean, when I got that dub last night, I was like, I gotta pick these up tomorrow, and we have to go live. Like, this is kind of non-negotiable. I'm not gonna wait till Friday. I'm not gonna wait till Saturday. Like, we got to get this review out for all you all rocking with this guy for sure. Okay, and again, I don't know where these W's are flying in from, but I mean, we've hit on a lot of heat just this month alone. This month alone, heck, even last month, we've hit on some pretty heavy hitters. So very, very thankful from, I don't know, we were praying to the sneakers gods like a couple days ago. So shout out to all you guys rocking with us. All right, anyway, without any further ado, we're kind of already almost close to that 710 mark. I want to go ahead and take these out and just give you guys my honest opinion on them and my recommendations. Then we can touch on like what these are doing on the aftermarket, and if this is something that I would recommend doubling them up on, which I'm already kind of like, I haven't even seen them yet and in person, and I am kind of leaning on that. But yes, thank you guys, thank you so much for all the congratulations and stuff. Like this channel would be nothing without you guys watching. Okay, so appreciate all the 13 in the building. Let's go ahead and let's bust these amazing sneakers out of the box. All right, I'm going to just bring this down just a little bit. All right, there we go. So I really like the fact that, the fact that this is the first ever collaboration with Nike SB and Jordan Brand, it's kind of a big deal. Okay, there's going to be many more colorways that are going to be coming out. Okay, so I think they really did the box justice. You happen to have this really nice cream box. Okay, and I wasn't sure what size I was going to hit. I was really hoping to hit on a 9.5. When I put in my entry, you're able to put up to 3 sizes. So I put a 9.5, a size 10, and then a size 11, and your guy hit on his size. Okay, so I'm really thankful for that. Why? Because we're gonna skate these. Okay, we really want to put these to the test. I think this is gonna be some of the best content I can put out for you guys. All right, so pretty much you have it right over there, and this reads sail slash white pine green. Okay. And women's 11 and 9.5 men's. Okay, super awesome. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's unbox these bad boys. Okay, didn't go to Atlas today, so not sure what size you got. Gotcha. Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Chucky Goat. He also hit on a pair. Shout out to him. Sometimes you got to go the distance. You got to put in your entries in as many places. I am kind of kicking myself for not putting my entry in at Nice Kicks, but I'm very thankful to have hit. Okay, so it does come with your speckled paper. Okay, so nothing too fancy, kind of like the regular, your regular. Okay. Man, damn! I feel like there's smoke coming out of the box when you open the paper. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take these out. Wow, I can already tell that the materials on this are just very, very, very different. Okay, here we go. Woo! Man, I don't want to burn myself holding this thing. This is some heat, guys. This is some heat. Okay, and like the smell is also very strong. It just like the first the scent that I'm getting from this reminds me of that just Jordan Brand in general. Like you can definitely smell it. Wow, it's really strong. Nike SB on the back. It's kind of interesting to see that on the back tab. It's like I'm not so used to seeing that, but all right, okay. I'm so used to like just your regular Jumpman on there. But overall first impressions, just God, woo. Okay, bottom of the sneaker, you do happen to have that gum sole. Okay, so you do happen to have a little bit of gum in the front on under the toe box. Well, I guess on the front of the toe box, and on the back heel as well. Yeah, these are. I'm so thankful to have hit on my size. I had no idea. I thought like we'd have to buy resale, and we'd probably have to put this review out in maybe a week or two from now. But overall, suede in the front looks super clean. They call this super suede, okay? And it's double stitched. And I would much prefer There were some reviewers, well, I believe it was Wear Testers was talking about how he would have preferred them to have put like a rubber on the front. And I think as a skater, I'd much prefer the suede. I think suede, typically when it comes to doing kick flips or ollies, it just tends to grip better when it comes to grip tape. So I really do like the fact they kept it. Now, in terms of doing maybe a triple stitched toe cap, I like the double stitched toe cap. I think it looks cleaner. But then again, I really do want to put this to the test and see how is this going to last with elements of skateboarding. You know, like how is this going to really hold up? You know, is this going to be the type of sneaker that's going to break down after 3 weeks? Is this the type of sneaker that's going to break down after like 4 months? You know what I mean? Because I've never skated the 4 in my entire life. So this is going to be the first time, and I'm really excited to put this to the test. Shout out to all you guys viewing in the building. Let's go ahead and let's take the other pair out as well. Wow, man, but these are, I think one of the things I didn't really realize is if you look at the bubble here in the back, okay, the encapsulated air unit, it does come with, it's red on the interior, okay? It's red on the bottom as well. You got that Nike, that pretty loud branding Nike, and then on the inside it is red. So I did not realize that the inside of the encapsulated air unit is red, but it does add a little bit of spice to it to some extent, and you also do happen to have that hint of red as well for Jumpman and then Flight. And then the Dream Sole insole as well says Nike SB. Now I'm not going to take it out, but you guys kind of get the deal. It's kind of like your regular Dream Sole. You know, Dream Cell sole is what it is basically. Now, I don't know. I feel like I really need to put this to the test and skate them to really understand, like, you know, is it any different? Because you guys know it. What are the key differences between Nike SB and you know, and something like something like a Jordan 4. You know, this does happen to come with an encapsulated air unit, but when it comes to, like, let's say your standard Nike SB Dunk, it does come with that zoom like little airbag in it. Now this doesn't come with that, so I can understand where they're coming from. They didn't want to put like 2 airbags because you have already one that's a lot larger, and then they're going to put another one. It wouldn't make sense. So it's like, what is the SB behind this? And I think the SB behind this is the fact that they really did change the back tab. So the back tab, wow, that's kind of crazy to feel that. So I don't know if you see that. It's just compared to, so look at that. It's much more, I'm not going to say it's flimsy. It's just bendable. It's much more bendy than something like this, okay? Look at that. See that? Much different, okay? So this is more like a much harder material. So we got that main difference out of the way. And then I'm really curious in terms of, it's about the same weight, I would say. Like, they're both about the same weight. But this does feel a little bit different in terms of the material. You also do happen to have, so this also is not hard. This is very similar material to this, where it's kind of like bendy. It's more like a rubber feel versus if we look at something like this, this is like plastic, okay? This is like hard plastic, okay? So I could definitely see that when it comes to skating something like this, it just makes more sense for, you know, like they really, I'm not going to say they built this completely from the ground up, but they are using the original shape, okay? The original shape pretty much came out in 1989. So, you know, they're using the original shape. And the main differences between this, if you look at the back here, like look at how that goes, like look at how less rounded that is compared to this. This has more like a, kind of like a little bit of a bubble on the back. See that? It's got a little bit of a bubble. This one doesn't, it kind of just goes straight up. It's kind of flat, okay? So there are a couple key differences, and then obviously, I mean, the one you can't miss is basically looking at that. Jordan versus Nike SB, okay? So when you're, like, obviously this being the latest sneaker and probably one of the hottest sneakers right now. Like, this is, like, I'm hoping my place isn't burned down having this over here. Like, this is just such a fire sneaker, and I'm super excited to skate these. Like, we are going to skateboard these. Like, that sounds weird. We're going to skate these. We're going to skateboard these. We're definitely going to skate these for sure, okay? Now, in terms of the material as well, if I'm comparing the suede on this, it does look very similar to this as well. So I don't think they really did much change on the suede itself. It's called Super Suede with the double stitched, well, it's pretty much double stitching over here on both. But yeah, I'm going to be skating this the military force, and then I'm going to skate this. And I really want to be able to understand, okay, like, how does it feel? Is it really game changing? Or can I still pop some ollies and kickflips using this and really not feel much of a difference, you know? We'll see. We shall see. What is it? Chucky Goat says we actually won a road game. Okay. Yo, Murder BX in the building. What's going on? How are you? What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to the 11 in the building, guys. If you could kindly smash that like button, definitely helps the channel. All right. I just want to make sure I'm not losing my mouse over here. Okay. Panda Lover has entered the chat. Oh, interesting. Okay. You're talking about Murder BX. My God, you guys are killing me. Sorry if I missed any comments here. Chucky Goat says, yeah, I saw the wear testers vid. I agree, suede seems better than rubber. Now, as a skater, I don't really like skating full leather sneakers. It just doesn't feel like the grip tape sticks, but it doesn't stick like when you got suede, especially gum. When you got gum and suede, there's something about those elements. And you could really tell that they really put some thought into this in terms of like what material do we put where. And overall, I mean, especially even like this green, like that like, I don't know, just overall, it's just really, really such a clean look. And in terms of the color blocking, they pretty much matched. They matched like the whole military look. So in a way, it's kind of like a military green in a way. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the pine green, but you know, it's kind of like that. I don't want people to start calling this military green right now, but you know, it does have that military black or military blue color blocking. Okay. And this is cream. This is cream. Look at it. Very similar to the box itself compared to this is white. Okay, so just know that. But overall, the materials and everything, I'm so impressed with the sneaker. Like this is actually like I know I posted a photo of me seeing it at one of the shops, but I didn't actually have it in hand. So I wasn't really able to kind of like feel the materials and really kind of tell like, okay, how is this going to weather with skateboarding as well? Okay, because if you look at the initial toe box compared to this, like this is definitely some really nice tumbled leather. This kind of looks a little synthetic to just, you know, to some extent. Like you don't see the ripples or anything like that. But I think this is going to hold better skateboarding for sure. Okay, and again, this is all just talk right now. It's I need to skate these to really kind of get an understanding of like how do these fare when it's up against the grip tape and like, you know, falling down and all over and all that stuff. So I'm definitely excited to see it. Would you take those over the Panda Dunks? Oh my God, man. No, I would definitely take these over the Panda Dunks for sure. You guys know I'm always messing around in the chat saying that the Panda Dunk is a sneaker of the year, but I only do it just to piss people off because I know some people are really just like they're so fixated on their sneaker of the year that if you just come in and you say that Panda Dunks are the sneaker of the year, it just pisses everybody off. You guys know me. I'm a character when it comes to being in the chat, as you've seen me. But yeah. So, whoo! Oh my God! I don't even I'm just so thankful to the community. To Deluxe, shout out to Deluxe and all the guys over there. Appreciate you guys for this massive W. Like seriously, like I was down bad that day after we took 3 L's that morning on sneakers, and after that I was just like that's it. Like I don't think we're gonna get a call. Like there was a lot of people that entered the shops and put in their entries, and I think I was just down bad. You know what I mean? And for me to get a dub at like 8:45 or whatever, 8:50, I was kind of like, there's no way. And here they are. So super excited to have this as part of my sneaker library review. And a lot of people have been giving it a really, really top rating. So with that being said, we are going to give this a solid 10 out of 10, okay? Bang. This is definitely a banger for sure. It is one of the best sneakers that is releasing this year. I'm going to call it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to call this sneaker of the year. I think it's a little too early for us to call sneaker of the year. I mean, come on. We literally just had this amazing sneaker from the sneaker gods. You know, the sneaker gods have really been blessing us. This is definitely a very high contender for sneaker of the year, but so is this, okay? Now, I don't know with you guys. You guys let me know in the chat which one you guys think is going to be sneaker of the year, but I think it's still a little early. I really do think it's still a little early for us to call one of these sneaker of the year. I think these are going to be in the top 5. 100%. I really do think these are going to be in the top 5. This definitely in the top. Well, they're definitely going to be in the top 3 for sure. I think they're going to battle it out, and some people are already calling this based on the amount of hype that has occurred. Because the internet was on fire. People were like, I need these. How can I get these? Or how did you get these? And you guys know what, we put in the hard work to make sure we get the content for the channel, okay? And it's not easy. It's not easy. I was like down bad. I'm like, this review is probably not going to happen for a while because this is going for $400, and I was really trying to justify spending $400. I'm just like, it's just a lot of money that I wasn't willing to put on, to put into a sneaker release. Just like we were really hoping to hit for retail. So shout out to anybody who did hit for retail. If you didn't hit for retail, let's talk a little bit about it, okay? Let's talk a little bit about it. Chucky Goat says, same Ernest, I thought I was over, and then you hit 2 pairs, man. Wow. Well, hey, like, we're still crossing our fingers. Like, we did sign up. I don't want to have to go back to LA, but we did sign up for a size 12 in LA. Foot Locker still has a contest right now, so we just signed up. If we hit, maybe we're going to go to LA. I need to justify the cost of the trip, and if it makes sense. But solid 10 out of 10. I am really, really, really pleased with this. And will I be doing a lace swap? Probably not. I like the look. I think overall it is just such a phenomenal sneaker. And I'm excited to be seen wearing these. I'm excited to skate these. Okay, that's for sure. As a skater, we definitely needed these in the freaking building. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at what these are doing on the aftermarket, okay? So I can give you guys my honest recommendations. Do you get them now? You hold off? Because if I didn't hit on these, like, I was literally like a hawk looking at, like, okay, well, where can I get it, and for what, like, what's the best price we can get these for, okay? As you guys know, like, look, 283 sold in the last 3 days. That's a pretty decent amount, okay? Now, also, please note that on sneakers, when they initially dropped, there really wasn't a whole lot of 9.5s. Look at the 9.5s here. 9.5s, 703. So for me to try on my 3 accounts, like, we're already kind of doomed at the beginning. Like there really wasn't a whole lot of stock. Okay, let me actually just blow this up a little bit so you guys can see. But look at these stock numbers on sneakers. Like, do you really think I can rely on the sneakers app to hit on 703? I mean, we already hit on the Tiffany's, we hit on some Wolf Grays. We're very, very lucky on sneakers. I don't want to rely on it, but I wanted to give it a solid shot, with my devices. But 703 versus what? I probably should have just went for a size 9. I probably should have went for a size 10. But I was so fixated on going for my size. But what these are doing on the aftermarket and what I would recommend, okay? Now, do you get them now? Do you get them later? Do you wait? Okay, based on the prices right now, please factor in shipping, factor in authentication prices and stuff like that, because trust me, you go right now and you try to buy this 9.5, you're probably going to be spending $430, okay? And you're like, but it says $354. It's like, no, you got to go through it, see, is there tax? What else are you paying for? This is just kind of like an average of what it's going for, but trust me, the seller and the buyer, they're definitely going to be getting different amounts, okay? Two pairs is definitely awesome, man. So congrats to you for sure. We full sended it on as many places as possible. And hey, we're still crossing fingers. There's some might be dubs that roll out. And if we do hit, we're definitely going to pick up those pairs, okay? So what I would recommend, okay, consider the fact that this release just happened. It just happened, okay? It literally just happened yesterday. And we're getting out the review today. Let's freaking go. So this release literally just happened yesterday morning, okay? I would, for the 41,000 pairs that got released to the public, I would wait it off, okay? I would literally wait it off until the pairs start to arrive in hand, because the moment people get them in hand, people are going to want to sell to make some money, okay? Now, prices are, as much as they're high right now, or high like since yesterday, I'd wait it off, and I'd wait it off probably, I know it's hard to wait sometimes, you just want to know that you're going to secure a pair, especially with how many sneakers did release. Trust me, with the amount of demand here, and the stock that came out on sneakers is like a lot of people are down bad, okay? I thought I was going to be down real bad, but we were super fortunate. So thank you, Sneaker Guides. Thank you, Deluxe. And thank you, all you guys supporting the channel for sure. So what is it? Trying to get me blocked? Wait, why were you gonna be blocked? You try to tag him, but he has me blocked. Okay, interesting. Sorry if I missed any of your comments, guys. Again, I mean, I'm just letting you guys know my honest opinion. So I'd wait it off. I wouldn't buy on a Saturday. Do not buy on Saturday. It's another thing I've learned. Is like Saturday's the best time to sell. Okay, and I don't recommend selling on these platforms, but I'm saying Saturday typically is like people are happy. It's the weekend. it's the best time to sell. It just is the best time to sell sneakers. I mean, I don't know. Can anybody relate with me? The Saturdays are the best time. Everybody's out. They're happy. It's like, yeah, it's the best time to sell sneakers. And it's also the best time to buy sneakers for certain people that just were like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to spend the extra money. It's all good. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like certain people. But I'm saying if you want to make some money here, or if you're looking to buy these, well, the best time to sell obviously is like right now, right? To if you have them, sell them right now. You can I can make the most money right now if I sell them right now, but no, we got to get to content as we're doing here, and we also got to skate these. I really want to put these. I want to put these to the test, and I want to let you guys know my honest opinion. I'm like, okay, wow, I didn't really know. I've never skated a 4, but then now I can say I skated a 4, and we've skated 4s. So we've skated we're going to be skating the military blacks, and we're also going to be skating these as well. So I'm very, very, very interested on how these are going to break down with grip tape, with the elements of skating and all that stuff. You know what I mean? When you're kicking and pushing and all that stuff. Dropping pandas. Gingerbread man. Okay, interesting. So yeah, so I mean, guys, like this entire month has just been very crazy. It's just been crazy. Sneaker cops, all this stuff, trying to stay on top of the content and all that. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me and supporting the channel, as you have been, you know what I mean? And you know, in return, like sometimes we do these contests and stuff. So again, shout out to Dark Metal. I'll be shipping out your sneakers very, very soon, probably within the next 2 days. I've got to plan it with my schedule, but definitely we're going to be getting those. We're going to be getting that pair out to you. EU is getting a restock tomorrow. Ooh, for the Pandas. Okay. Well, we do happen to have Chic. Chic, I believe, still has a contest for Panda Dunks. They had an in-store, which I just signed up for. Why not? You know, we could always use another Panda. What's good? You're back from dinner. There you go. Well, we appreciate you being here, Dark Metal. No, I was just talking about how I'm going to be getting your I'm going to get your pair of Reimagine 3s out very, very soon. I'm going to be mailing it probably within the next 2 to 3 days. So just hang tight. I'll be giving you tracking and all that fun stuff. Can't wait for the video of me skating them. Yeah. I really want to do a comparison. I really want to be able to like talk to you guys. Okay, we skated these. We were able to do a couple tricks. You know, I want to know if it's like is it gonna make my skateboarding better? You know what I mean? Like sometimes certain pairs of sneakers or certain skate shoes make your skating better because you have a different board feel. You know, and I think with this, I'm really excited to see like how does this gum, you know, how does the gum kind of differ from something like this? You know what I mean? Like, is it really going to be that different? But yeah, I mean, I'm amazed. I was looking at some resale shops, and like these are going for anywhere from like $430 to $450. Like I was like, man, I just cannot justify spending that. But it's a really nice sneaker. Like, can I ask a question in the chat? What is the most money you would spend on this? Like, what is the most amount that you would spend on this? Like, I'm talking this year. Like, what is the most amount that you like? Would you spend $400 on this? Would you spend $500, or what? Or is the maximum like $300 or $200? Or I mean, because this retail for about $225. So I'm very curious to know. You guys, let me know what is the most that you would actually spend on these. So yeah, we're about 30 minutes in over here. So what I want to do, I want to transition the topic of discussion. Obviously, this is such an amazing sneaker. I'm so thankful to have it for sure, and I'm thankful to you know, review it for you all. Okay, solid 10 out of 10. I am a fan. I would have never thought in my wildest dreams that Nike SB would collaborate with Jordan. It's just, it seems so perfect, and yet it seems so like just two separate worlds, because you're bringing basketball and you're bringing skateboarding, which honestly, if you guys don't already know this, they're the highest impact sports. Like, I'm talking impact on your knees, okay? I've done a lot of research on this, being a skater for almost 20 years. So apparently there's one very common injury. It's called jumper's knee. I don't know if anybody knows it, but I am a victim of jumper's knee, and it's why I would have to pace out my skating. I couldn't skate like in my 20s, because I'd skate every day. I'd have to pace it out to skate like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I have some recovery in the middle. You know what I mean? We skate every day. We used to skate every freaking day, but you know, like these days we got to kind of pace it out, you know, due to jumper's knee. And if you look at a lot of famous, well, if anybody who's really into basketball or has really like played the game, jumper's knee is also another very common injury, and it's very painful for anybody that doesn't know. But again, I'm not here to talk about injuries, but I'm just letting you know these are very, very high impact sports, because there's a lot of jumping. Like with skateboarding, you're jumping downstairs. In basketball, you're doing a lot of jumping all over the court. You know what I mean? You're shooting the ball and everything. Dude, are a dub. Pandas are at least a thousand. You got yours for 409. Rain Joseph. I'm gonna say I probably would have spent the same. I probably would have spent like first day sales. I probably would have spent the most, maybe 410 to 415. You're gonna love them. You're gonna love these sneakers. These are amazing. And thanks for swinging by. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. You have it on both knees. Hey, Chucky Goat knows exactly what it is. So jumper's knee is a condition from jumping. And the worst part about it is it's painful when you're sitting down, and it's also painful when you're standing up. You almost feel like an old man in a lot of aspects. So you gotta put pressure on certain areas of your knee, with two fingers, and then you have to ice it. It's this whole condition. You guys can look it up, but again, I wouldn't really look it up unless you have it. Okay, just you want to be kind to your knees, okay? Because you only have two pairs of knees, so you want to be kind to it. But still, we're gonna skate the hell out of these. Why not? You know what I mean? Proves your point. We both got it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just speaking it like because like I'm a skater. Like I've jumped down a lot of sets of stairs and stuff, and you know. Dark Metal says thoughts on Air Jordan 4 Thunder. Ooh, okay. We'll get to that. We'll get to the Thunders definitely. I'll touch on that as well. You got me with the sub. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. Yo, we got big beats in the building. Hey, we're just we just reviewed them again. These are solid 10 out of 10. I think anybody. You know what? If nobody agrees with me that is a 10 out of 10, fight me. You know what I mean? Seriously, I will go to battle against you. I think these are 10 out of 10, and I don't think otherwise. You love the colorway on these. Yeah, no, these are clean. And I'm not gonna blame you for paying resale. Like this is the one sneaker this year. I'm gonna say it, okay? And I don't want to get emotional here, but this is the one sneaker this year. Right now, I think the most I would justify spending for it is like anywhere from that like 415, maybe 425. So if you paid right now, like I don't blame you, because my finger was on the trigger last night. I was like literally so close to it, and then I get that email come in, and like literally, guys. The moment that the moment that this email came in, I was like, wow, there's a freaking God. You know what I mean? Like I was super blessed. So shout out to Deluxe, shout out to Mike and everybody over there. I mean, again, like this is super random. I asked him, I was like, is there any way I can get multiple entries? Because if you buy stuff in the shop, sometimes they let you have more entries than just your regular one entry. But they were like, look, Nike SB from the top, they told us every single person that comes in the shop only has one entry. Okay, so I don't know how much stock they had. I don't know if they had 100 pairs. I don't know what the deal is, but your guy hit, so I'm super thankful. And yeah, obviously all these resale sites and like StockX and Goat, they're all also trying to get people to sell these, and that's why it's all advertised here, buy and sell right now, right? They want you to sell on the apps. So if you're on the selling side and you obviously want to make some money, I would highly recommend selling as soon as you get them in hand. Probably even sooner before you get them in hand. Let's say if your sneaker says it's going to arrive in 2 days from now, I would honestly try to just sell it, and then the moment it arrives, like mail it out same day. That's what a lot of people again, I don't recommend selling on these sites. I'd recommend selling in person, either on Facebook, maybe eBay, but like the best is building a clientele and selling there. But if you do rely on these apps, like you want to be able to get those early sales as soon as possible. And even if you don't have it in hand yet, as long as you got tracking, it's on the way, try to do a little bit of an early sell, whether it's a day before you get them or 2 days before you get them if possible. Again, I know you don't want to get fined, but you got to be smart about when you're selling. Fight me. 8 out of 10. Hey, let's meet. Let's meet. I'll be wearing these. Deluxe has yet to show you love, but Atlas, the closer one. Oh, there you go, man. Okay, well, hey, at the end, Chucky says total is 520 in my size. So happy I hit. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I mean, I could talk about these all evening. Okay, we're gonna transition to conversation. Okay, because like there is a pair of SBs that are coming out. I'm sure you guys saw them. Okay, we're gonna be touching on that. There's a couple contests that are still live. We're gonna transition the topic of discussion into that. But these are hot. These are definitely fire. Okay, I'm really trying not to burn my house down, and like literally as I hold these, I can already feel the heat. Okay, these are definitely super awesome. Okay, so I would recommend buying. I would recommend selling too. If depending, like if you have them and you're not the biggest fan of them, I would definitely try to get as much money as you can. Okay. Manny Martin's in the building. Bong bong, indeed. Murder, did you get yours yet? I saw, I think it was Bulldogs. Bulldogs hit on 3 of his accounts, like all 3 W's. I was shocked. I was like, there's no freaking way. Like all 3 accounts hit. Like that's amazing. Imagine if all my accounts just hit. Like I just got 3 dubs. That's a lot of money to be made. If I did hit on a total of like three or 4 pairs, I'd probably keep 2. You know, one for the toe to skate, and then one to keep in the vault. You know what I mean? Lucky. Yeah, hey man, like look, we're born on a lucky star, and you guys know it. Like when you're focused, when you're dialed in, like another reason why I do this is I want to be living proof to you guys. Like you guys can do it too. You just need to put in the footwork. You need to be very attentive when it comes to contests and just join as many as possible and join right away. Okay, so the moment I let people know, hey, join this, just sign up. Like your chance is just as good as everybody else's. Okay, unless that person has like 100 bots. Okay, that they do bot raffles and stuff like that. But what do I think of the reversible hoodie tomorrow? I'm gonna be honest about Supreme and like the reverse hoodie. I don't know. I mean, I could go live and I could put out content on Supreme and stuff. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I don't want to be the box logo killer here. I don't want to talk smack about the box logo. I'm still a huge fanatic of Supreme. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like for me, there's only specific box logos that I would go after. This one, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it, you know. Otherwise, I would have talked about it, okay? But if you like him, go for him, okay? The fact that it's reverse, I don't know. I like the regular one a little bit better. That's just my honest opinion. But I appreciate you asking. Everyone, make sure you smash that like button. Yo, appreciate you, Big Beats. You know it. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. Definitely helps the channel. You guys know it. Like we're slowly but surely, we're almost, guys. I want to make this let this be known to the chat. We're almost at 3,000 watch hours. So what do we need? We need 1,000 watch hours. So by you guys watching my stuff, having it planned, running it up, we're going to get there sooner than we think. So I think we're going to be fully monetized, and I plan on getting subscriptions and all that fun stuff. I plan on doing merch as well I plan on doing merch as well. I got some ideas in mind, okay, for anybody subscribing. So once I know you guys are subscribed, but then when you're like subscribe, like when you're subscribed as a member and you're like a paying member to the channel, I do plan on doing some merch and maybe even some stickers and stuff like that. We'll figure it out. I just got some big plans for the channel, and we don't skimp out on merch. If we're gonna do merch, we're gonna do merch. Like we're gonna do good merch, okay? Because I'm a merch fanatic. Okay, I love merch. Every time I'm at a concert or whatever, you guys know it. I'm gonna be standing in line for the merch table. Like we literally scope out all the merch. We look for the best stuff wherever we're at. If we're at any event, like I love merch, and if I'm gonna make merch for the channel, it's going to be great quality and it's going to be a good idea. Okay, that's for sure. Yo, Dial, how you doing? You actually bought SB Dunks today. You don't know why. They're pink. There you go. No, I mean, well, number one, SB is amazing quality, and they're pink. Awesome. Shout out to Dial. We're definitely big fans of Dial for sure. Yeah, love all your reviews and everything you do for sure. Fellow Kababayan, definitely. But yeah, so guys, if you are considering picking these up, I'm not gonna knock you. Like I would definitely, I would wait a little bit. I wait probably anywhere from 4 to 5 days before actually pulling the trigger. I do believe prices are gonna dip just a little bit once people get their pairs in. It's just kind of like it's just the standard, supply and demand. That's how it works, okay? But still, 41,000 does not seem like such. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of pairs that sneakers had, okay? So I do want to transition to the topic of discussion because we will be going live. We'll be going live on Friday evening, okay, for a sneaker. Obviously, we'll be doing a sneaker review on Friday. We're also going to be going live on Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. PST because these are going to be dropping on Saturday. And we are going to be here for it, okay? Because these are amazing. Now, not only are they beautiful sneakers, they also come in a beautiful box. It's kind of like a rattan box. I wish I had some photos over here. Let me actually see if I can pull that up. SB box. Let me see. So these actually do come in like a rattan box, okay? Which is very interesting because it just, I don't know, it just kind of really reminds me of like the Philippines and just Asian culture, okay? So let me go ahead and bring that over here. As you see here, it comes in like this like really special box. So it's a special sneaker and it also comes in a special box and it's kind of awesome. It also comes with like this. It looks like an air freshener, but I don't believe it's an air freshener. I believe this is more like what is it? It's like a hang tag, okay? So it says the fragrance of Shanghai. Amazing, okay. Wow, what an amazing box. I mean, can you guys tell me another box like sneakers that come in a special box like this? This is kind of cool. Like the box alone, you want to get the sneakers for the box alone. Like this is definitely fire. So excited for these for sure. So we're gonna be going live for these on Saturday. Okay, so it's they're dropping 325 for 120 bucks. You're paying 120 bucks and you get an amazing box like that. Like, come on, like that's money right there. I believe these are selling pretty well on aftermarket right now, but it's also because the release hasn't happened yet. Okay, so when the release happens, trust me, like prices are going to dip a little bit from what they're at right now. Let's just take a peek right now on what these are what these are going for on the aftermarket. I believe it's rather high. Okay, well, and not super high, but definitely higher than that. 240. Okay, interesting. 120 to 240, like $100 difference if anything. But that's for a 9.5. Obviously, these larger sizes. It's crazy because I literally checked this like what 4 or 5 days ago, and it was like closer to that 600 mark. Yeah, but that's just typically how it is. You know, they price them really high, and then as the release comes closer, the prices drop. They spike up a little bit, and then they start to drop down again once people get pairs. I don't know. We don't have stock numbers. I will have stock numbers on the day of, but I do find this very interesting, especially if you're a fan of badminton. Okay, if you're a fan of badminton, now I wouldn't recommend playing badminton in this. It's just kind of like if you're a fan of badminton and you like this whole aesthetic, I think it's awesome. Sorry if I missed any. Yo, we got Caleb in the building. How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, we just talking sneaker talk here. You guys know it. Chucky Goat says regular pairs should have a normal SB box. Though right, I'm not too sure about the ones coming from skate shops versus the ones that are going to be released on the Nike app. I'm under the impression right now that they're all going to come in this special box, but I think you are onto something where this rattan box is most likely only going to be released from skate shops, and then anything that's coming on the Nike app, if you hit on the Nike app. For 120 bucks, it doesn't make sense that they're going to include this rattan box with it as well. Otherwise, this would probably be priced closer to that 180 to 100 range. You know, it's a nice box. Like how much would you pay for the box alone? I'd pay anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks for it. I'm just going to be real. But these are solid. These are definitely we're gonna be live. We got to get the content. We got to get the watch hours. We're gonna be here for it. Okay. Now I'm curious to know what extra laces they're gonna include with this because you guys know it. Nike SB. It's a skateboarding sneaker, right? They're notorious for including extra laces. We just don't know what those extra laces are going to be, okay? But these do come with those Kahn laces. Solid pair. I'm interested with the fact it's got this like staple in the sneaker, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. And it also does come with this like, I think they call it the shuttlecock, I think is what they call it over here. So this is pretty much the shuttlecock, and you do happen to have that as well. So Gardenia, interesting, super interesting. We're gonna be here for it. Now, I want to mention to all you guys who are live with me right now, there are a couple contests. Okay, some are closed, which I'm not gonna talk about because it doesn't make sense me bringing it up. It's almost like me teasing you guys that these contests are live. But I believe right now there is. I'm gonna drop this in the chat right now. So there is the barracks. The barracks is live. Okay, now I already responded over here. But I am gonna drop it in the chat. So if you guys want to go ahead and sign up for this, it just doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like. Trust me, these are going to sell out. So I believe the barracks should still be live. Okay, so feel free to sign up for that. Let me know. Let me know if for any reason it's not. And then this is another contest. We do happen to have Atmos, which is only live for another hour. So this ends in about an hour. I'm going to drop this also in the chat. So feel free to just, join up if you want to go ahead and join up for that. So this is the other one, Mr. Old School. Yeah, Caleb, we love your content, man. You do amazing Louis Vuitton content and just bags overall. So shout out to Caleb. And shout out to Caleb for hitting 5,000 subscribers. That's huge. Huge. We want to get there one day. We're going to get there one day for sure. But yeah, we're definitely big fans of fashion, sneakers, and just all that fun stuff for sure. So I did drop that in the chat. The Atmos link is only live for one more hour, so feel free to join up. Look, nothing to lose, everything to gain. It's a contest at the end of the day. But if you hit... Come on, there's some money to be made. I mean, if you hit on these, I think, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but I'm going to say, like, most likely you can make $100 on the aftermarket, especially after this drops, because I don't think they're going to, I think these pairs are going to be limited. I really do think they're going to be limited. Now, we don't know stock numbers until day of. We will be finding out that very, very soon. Yeah, no, for sure. You know what? I feel like it's important to be consistent, and I see YouTube as a ripple effect because it's like what we've been doing this for literally. We're over 136 reviews on the channel, and we're over that 337,000 views. 337 Oh, am I saying that right? Yeah, 337,000 views. All right, so we're slowly climbing. We're slowly climbing, but I want this channel to be like when people come, they know what we're about. They're like, okay, this guy's about the sneakers. You know what I mean? So that's and we're also about fashion for sure. Everything from just like designer brands as well. We're huge fans of designer brands as well for sure. The feathers are super detailed. Yeah, no. So this is the second contest. I'm double checking if we do happen to have any more. There is another contest for the Tiffany's. Okay, the Tiffany's are still live. Okay, there's one last contest that I know of, and that's over here. It's the Tiffany Air Force. So if you, I know some people have mixed feelings about this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share this in the chat. So if you want to sign up for this, feel free to. Now some people think that $400 is a lot of money for this, considering the fact that how much. I think Dial, I watched your video. You were talking about how what it actually cost for them to make this was probably $35. I'm not surprised, but the value tied to this is going to be what is somebody willing to pay for it, and that's right now it's over $1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop this. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this in the chat for anybody that did want to go ahead. And again, we're here to help the community out to any extent. Ernest, you should do some 5 to 8 minute sneaker reviews, non-live, to get those watch hours. Yeah, you got a good point. I feel like when I started the channel, I mean, now we're at a better point in growth and there's more consistency. But I think the reason we've been going live is just like I like connecting with the audience, all you guys, obviously, and just sharing stuff in live time because a lot of things can change. Contests can end, information can change. But yes, I want to get back on the edit and grind as we did. We did do a lot of edits. Well, we did a decent amount of edits early last year, but we weren't getting the watch time that we needed. Okay, and that's why we've been doing this. But never hit on bodega raffles. I have never hit on bodega either, but it doesn't hurt to try. It does not hurt to try, indeed. Okay, but super excited for this. So we will be going live for these on Saturday. Okay, nothing to lose, everything to gain. And again, you guys know it. We have 3 sneakers accounts, so we just send it on all sneakers accounts, and we cross our fingers and hope for the best. Shout out to the 15. If you guys haven't already smashed that like button, definitely has helped with the channel for sure. But how's everybody doing? Just taking a pulse on the chat. How's everybody doing tonight? I was very, very fortunate when I found out I actually hit on these, because I was like, I was feeling a little like bummed if we didn't, because this is like such a banger, and this is like a lot of people are already calling this sneaker of the year. Now, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, sneaker of the year has to be Nike branded, but I just feel like if you look at my top 10 sneakers of last year, my initial like list, and that was a very hard list to put together, 9 out of the 10 were Nike brand. Okay, and Yeezy has kind of fell off. Like nobody's really talking about Yeezy because Yeezy's just kind of like in limbo right now. Yeezy and Adidas. So it is what it is. We're gonna focus on what's hot versus what's not. That's just basically what it is. But yes, Dial, I will take your word for it. I do plan on getting back into editing grind for sure. It's just a process. I need to kind of get that engine revving again. And then shorts as well is huge. Shorts are the future for sure. And yeah, I know consistency is key. And I think for me, I feel like going live, there's a little bit of like, it's like kind of like it's the path of least resistance right now, because I can just kind of be myself, go live and talk to you about, my initial thoughts on the sneaker, if it's worth getting or not, right? So that's kind of what we've been doing, and we just want to keep it consistent to anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. And that's kind of what we've been doing, because to me, I think it's important to just kind of stack the consistency. So it's like, okay, I'll continue to go live 3 to 4 times a week, but then we're going to spice it up by putting another video, dropping an edit, okay? And we're going to get there. I do plan on putting like some fits together with sneakers, because we've collected a lot of sneakers. Like we're sitting on probably more sneakers than I ever expected or dreamed about, but it's all good. Don't edit too much, just do it shorts too. Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I think it's important for me to kind of do it in bite-sized chunks, like break it down and then slowly get the content out to everybody for sure. Yeah, well, we're close to that hour mark, okay? You guys know it. I typically go live anywhere from probably an hour, sometimes 2 hours, but we do happen to have Supreme dropping tomorrow. Obviously, those reverse box logos. I probably will be holding off on that. I feel like a lot of money's been going to sneakers lately, and that's the priority for this channel. Sneakers are the vehicle, okay? Sneakers and fashion are the vehicle. you'll get new viewers with non-live and shorts because they'll be pushed out. Yeah, okay, and that's why I think it's important. Like I see YouTube as a buffet, and you need to spice it with everything nice by putting different types of content. You just kind of can't just stick to one thing. Certain people live in different well, how do I say this? They live in different ponds. Some people live on shorts, and some people, kind of like the whole TikTok and all that stuff, right? Some people live on like, more of the lives because they just like, doing tasks around the house and listening to people, live, and then they can chime in where they want to chime in on things. And then obviously short and long form content on YouTube. So yes, trust me, we've got big plans for the channel. I would love to do this full time one day, and I think there's definitely a possibility to do that. But I'm playing it for the long haul. You know what I mean? Because when I restarted my channel in 2022, I made a commitment to myself. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do one video a week, and I'm like, and then I know that by the six month mark, by the 6 month mark, we started going live and keeping it more consistent from that point forward. Dark Metal says, do you think Billie Eilish Nike Air Force Triple White will resell? Man, honestly, I'm gonna call it. I don't think Billie Eilish's. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I don't want to murder it, but yeah, Billie Eilish's shoes. I don't really think there's much resale on it. I really strictly think it's a personal, if anything. So if you're about that, I believe it was that white one. I do like the white one, probably one of the best ones. It's just from afar, it's kind of hard to notice, like, is this a collab? Is this Billie Eilish? Just literally from afar. Like, if I'm not wearing glasses or my contacts, this looks like a regular degular pair of Air Force Ones to me, okay? I'm just saying, okay? If you're blind, trust me, there's a lot of blind people walking around. You just don't know they're blind until you ask them. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't think there's going to be much resale. I think if anything, you'll probably make lunch money, maybe 15 to 20 bucks at most, okay? But again, that's just my humble opinion on them. They're not bad, but I much prefer the olive one that did come out in the Air Force One silhouette. But this is a heavy hitter that we already hit on. We're very fortunate. We hit on the shock drop, guys. We hit on the shock drop. Not in my size, but we're all about getting the content here. So these are on the way to me. I believe I'm getting them on the same day that these are releasing. I'm getting my pair on. Oh, I'm getting them on the 28th, and these are dropping on the 26th. So expect a review. If we get them sooner, awesome. We'll do the review as soon as we get them in. That's the plan, because there's a lot of hype regarding this. This was basically built on the first ever Big Bubble Air Force One that came out. You may be wondering, why are the ones that they released as of these past years smaller bubble? Well, because there were issues with the Big Bubble. There were like cracks and stuff like that. So I think they were able to revamp this so that it will stand the test of time. And I'm very excited to be sharing my initial review with you guys once we get them for sure. No chance. One sale on StockX. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. You're sitting on DS sneakers from 2020 to 2021 lockdown and have a hard time letting them go. Don't get me started with like me letting go of sneakers. Like I'm a culprit for that, where I'm like looking through my collection. I'm like, I know I should get rid of this double up, but I'm like kind of just like, it's like you have to convince yourself to sell stuff. It's not easy. But yo, shout out to the 9 in the building, passing on the bubbles. Yeah. Hey, look, this is going to be a general release, so I do want to make that known, but there are also a couple contests. We won't cover the whole contest thing right now on the stream, but I just want to let you guys know, as we, our plan was to go live and cover these amazing SBs. These are definitely super amazing, and I would highly recommend. I don't recommend paying a resale, but I'm like, hey, what other choice do you have at this point? I'd wait it out 4 to 5 days and then pick up your pair. Okay, pick up your pair at your chosen place. Okay, and what I'd recommend, me personally, eBay or GOAT. Okay, that's it. I'm not the biggest fan of StockX, as StockX owes us some money and we still never got it. Okay, so I would definitely recommend going those places. Okay, GOAT and eBay or Facebook Marketplace, or support your local. Whether it's support your local resale shop or support your local reseller. Just gonna be real. Okay, people need to eat. 21 likes, 0 dislikes. Fire. Are you talking about our live tonight, or like what are you talking about? But if you end up passing on the bubbles, it's all good. I think my pair might be actually sold already to Meow Meow the heel. He's kind of like, he's calling dibs on it. So hey, like we hit on a size 8 men's, and he's like, hey, that's my size. Like, hey, that's my size. And I'm like, hey man, I'll give it to you for retail plus shipping, because you know we're all about helping the community out. But guys, with that being said, that calls it for the live tonight. I'm very excited about these. We're going to be going live. I did share some links in the chat if you guys want to sign up for some of those raffles. But lastly, I am going to share my Instagram. You guys know where to find me at this point. I would hope you guys know where to find me as of this moment in time. But we're going to go ahead before we dip out of here. Again, I hope you guys appreciate the review and all the information I had to share with you this evening. We're having a good time over here. Feel free to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. So pretty much you guys know it. You know, we're video creators over here. You know, we're professional yo-yo players, and we also do sneaker content and fashion stuff, so all that. And you know, we're gonna bring this channel to the freaking moon. You guys know it, just a matter of time. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and, you know, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Smash that like button before you leave the building here, and then consider also following me on Instagrams. All right, and with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and play some music, and then we're just gonna dip on out and chill for the rest of the evening. You guys know it, so we're putting in the work. Always busy running around because sneakers are our priority for sure, okay? And you guys are our priority. I want to be able to come here, give you guys my honest opinion as best I can, and, you know, help you guys cop the heat, that's for sure, all right? But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and peace on out. I love you all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you all very, very soon, sooner than you guys know it, all right? But peace. Catch you all soon.